Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Here's why I made that video about the height filter. Because women didn't do anything. A business, a company somewhere, made the decision to add a height filter on a dating app for men and women, by the way. And you guys immediately got misogynistic about it. I was on Twitter, and every single reply to this was, well, now we need a body count filter. We need to be able to filter out fat chicks. A woman hasn't even filtered you out yet, and you're already red pill about it. So I'm making fun of you. I'm simply mocking the men who are acting like a handful of paid Tinder users using a height filter is systematic oppression against men. But let me tell you something earnest. The shortest guy I know, one of my close male friends, is on the short side, and he doesn't have any problem with women. He dates cute girls. And you know why? It's because he doesn't have a complex about his height, and he's funny. But if you tell a red pill guy that women are attracted to charm and humor, they won't believe you because they are not charming nor funny. They're too angry and they're too busy blaming women for all of their problems, and so their personalities are ass. You're angry at women because a CEO somewhere thought of the idea for a height filter. But I don't think you were gonna get laid with or without the filter. If you're talking about body count on Twitter, then a height filter is the least of your problems.
He doesn't have any problems because he's never going to date anyone who sees it as a problem when a man thinks a high body count is a problem. And sure, a business added a filter to make more money, but they only added that filter because a bunch of yes queens started agreeing with each other on social media that they're never gonna date a short man, which by their own definition is gonna be anyone under 6 feet. So yes, the same women will claim that they'll date a man just because he's funny, but at the same time they're gonna be using that filter. So now you not only need to be funny but also tall.
Why not? Why wouldn't you ask a fish if it could talk what kind of bait it likes? Doesn't that increase the chances that you're going to catch it? Also, at the end of the day, I'm a fisherman.
Are you really though? Because that will mean that you're still fishing. Looking at that ring on your finger, I don't know, maybe stop. But yeah, no, you don't ask the fish what type of bait they like because sometimes they'll lie. Sometimes they say they like the bait that stands still in a pond or a lake, but then they go and chase the one that is going downstream in a river. The one that will never stay still in a place.
A loneliness epidemic. Men stopped yearning. Men don't yearn anymore. That's all women want. All they want is to be yearned for. Why do you think Mr. Darcy is such a sought after gentleman?
And why don't we see those men that do yearn for these women getting all the ladies? But that's not what we're seeing. What women say they want versus what they reward and who they date. Two totally different things. But what ends up happening is that man that does yearn for that woman, he's obsessed with her. He buys her gifts. He takes her on nice dates. He does everything right. He's often the man that gets put in the friend zone. Why would any man yearn for that friend zone? So he can watch you date other men and get your heart broken over and over again. Well, he's sitting there like, I'm your exact type. You always talk about your type. Well, here I am. I think it's important to watch what you're actually attracted to and be like, okay, maybe I want this one thing, but I'm not dating the men that give me that. I'm sabotaging myself. But instead, things are often just blamed on men automatically.
Anyone else find it weird that this lady, or if we use the fisherman's analogy, this fish gets it better than the fisherman? It's not even that hard. All you need to do is stop listening to words and look at actions. Every man that ever dealt with women knows a woman that has a man that will do everything for her. But they don't want that man. And they will have a list of reasons why they don't want that man. But I don't think yearning is gonna be on that list.
I know this is easier said than done, but honestly, I think the reason I was able to enjoy dating and not get completely burnt out in the process was this mindset shift I had towards it. When a lot of us start dating, we have our checklist and we have this idea of who we think we need to meet. And when we go into dates, we're like really intentional. And even if you're acting more casual about it, so hopefully they don't pick up on that, I really think that your energy that comes off subconsciously to someone is very obviously intentionally looking for a person. I forget who the creator is, but she always says whether it's a bug or a boy, if you're chasing it, he's gonna run. And I feel like a lot of us go into dating with energetic chasing, not even realizing it. And what I did different, I would say, is I really shifted my mindset towards just being like, I actually genuinely don't want a boyfriend. Like, not only did that change my energy when going on dates, and I feel like people picked up on it, like it made me more magnetic because I genuinely didn't care if I ever heard from someone again. I didn't care if they liked me. I really was just kind of out for a good time and having fun, and it was all good.
Alright, she's still single though, even though she was talking like, well, before I did that, but now nothing changed. The moral of the story here is, even before when she was not casual, she was still getting casual, and now she's doing it for fun and nothing changed because she's still getting casual. Just say you're into hookups instead of going on a 3-minute rant about dating. Whatever you're doing, it's not dating.
You gotta be careful, because the reason there's terrible men consistently dating, consistently getting baddies, is because they're doing all the right things. They're doing all the right things. So for you, if you're watching this and you're a man, you're like, I can't get a first date, I can't get a second date, but I don't want to pay for women and they're all gold diggers and this and that and they gotta prove to me. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason you're not getting the dates and you're a good guy, whatever, and these not so great guys are getting the dates is because they're doing the right things. They're making the plans, they're paying for the dinners, they're picking her up, they're opening the doors. These things do matter. And I don't know why men are like, no, this isn't the way it is, because where's that getting you? If you want to date women, if you don't want to date women, don't worry about it. But it sounds like you want to go on dates, you want a woman in your life. So if you wanted that, you got to put in the effort.
Not that I don't appreciate the offer, but I think I'm good. Looking at what the effort might bring me, I can easily say all those men who are getting all the baddies, they can all have you. They're already putting in all the effort, so what's the problem then? I'll try to keep this short, but I'll share a story with you guys that I've heard last night. A friend of mine lives in Sweden now, so even though I trust her as a source, I don't really trust her source, so take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, high school girls started playing a game they call the Russian roulette for some weird reason. Either on breaks or they skip a class and they go into the bathrooms, they take off their underwear, they bend over, they'll have 4 or 5 guys lined up behind them and they need to guess who was inside them. My friend's source was a cab driver who apparently kicked them out of the car when they had 4 lines of, let's call it, no on their phone. And when he kicked them out, they started yelling at him, my mom let me, who are you to tell me I can't do it? So again, take it with a grain of salt, the story might not be real, but if it is, in a few years those teenagers are gonna be young men and young women going on dating apps. Do you imagine even for a second those young men will be looking at those exact girls that they were behind and now think, oh yeah, now she's older, so she's wifey material for sure? Or do you think they're gonna say, yeah, all those men that you're complaining about, that put all the effort, they can all have you? Because let's face it, we already did.
Men, why are you so dramatic and emotional? Oh my god, you guys are like PMSing or something. I know damn well you are not canceling this freaking girl because she posted a video saying when it's time to be silent or give a moment of silence for Men's Mental Health Month, and it's like woo woo. And everybody's acting like she killed somebody. And people are like, someone probably committed because of that video. Do you understand how many men with mics talk about how they don't give about women's feelings, how they don't give about women's mental health, how they don't give about postpartum depression, they don't give about any of that. You guys are just like absolutely crazy to me. Like, instead of trying to cancel this woman because she made a freaking TikTok video, let's start with the men with freaking mics who continue the narrative against women every single day.
You gave birth to every single man with a microphone. Not the day he was born, but the day you started yelling at them. The day you started saying all men are trash. The day you started let's meet at midnight and end all men. Every single man you hate now with a microphone or not, you created that man. Just in case you have no idea what she was talking about, some lunatic decided to post video after video about how she's making fun of men's mental health, because why not, since at least it's supposed to be men's mental health month. And now she deleted all her accounts.
I just think it's interesting and really telling how all of the women reacting to the whole Bonnie Blue petting zoo thing are like concerned for her, like genuinely concerned for her, and being like, oh, this is like not good for other girls, like, are you okay, like, what is going on here? And all of the reactions I'm seeing from men are like
3 or 4, that's what she was saying, but I need to leave those words out. What exactly is it that interesting? That's exactly what she is. Men will not sugarcoat it, men will not call it empowering, because we don't like to pretend we're something we're not. A 304 is exactly what she is. She's doing it for money and clout, and I don't even care that much that you pretend you're concerned for her when the majority of the people bashing her are women.
Women are not supposed to live in linear time because our bodies work in cycles. Sorry about my hair, I just was in the rain.
Well, aren't you lucky? I never saw blue rain in my entire life.
Our very essence of a woman's body flows with the natural rhythms of nature that have been ignored and suppressed. We move in seasons. To force women into linear time is to cut them off of their own power source. Please know the 4 phases of your cycle, because your menstrual cycle isn't just bleeding and not bleeding. It has 4 energetic seasons. This is your body's wisdom. So let's go through them and just use this video as a little pocket reminder.
Let's not. Question for you guys, because it's been a while. Whatever happened with Mercury? He used to do some stuff once a day or at least once a month before, and now no one ever mentions Mercury doing stuff. Now we seem to be getting whatever this was. No, I'm not saying that this is better, because let's face it, it's not. I was just curious. Whatever are we going to do if Mercury no longer retrogrades or something?
Wow, you look great today. Wow, you look bad every other day except today. Wow, every day you look great, but you did something a little extra today, and I just want you to know I appreciate that, and it looks great. Someone was hungry. Oh, Fatty McFat, fat, hungry, hungry hippo. Ah, you were hungry. I'm glad you're satiated now. Love you. Love you. And because I didn't put the I in front of I love you, I, hate you. Love you. And that means I love you. I just shortened it because I just didn't say I, just cuz. Not for any specific reason. Please don't spiral.
Oh, but you will, right? And yet another lady discovered that men don't speak in codes. We mean what we say and we say what we mean. And in some cases, when we don't and we just lie, is to make you feel better. Because the other option is, yes, your butt looks bigger in those jeans, but it's not the jeans that makes your butt look bigger. And that means having a fight for the next 2 hours. So sometimes we do lie.
I don't care what anybody says, the type of hair that you have determines the type of men that you attract. When I had bleach blonde hair, like root to tip, blonde, the type of guys that came up to me at the bar, came up to me on vacation, came up to me on the street, they were all the same exact type of guys. Needless to say, they were like the worst men to ever walk planet Earth. And I'm not even gonna lie, the amount of attention that I got when I had blonde hair was insane compared to like how much attention that I get like in person now with my natural colored hair. But it's not the like good kind of attention. It was almost like people did not respect me or thought I was stupid or like, you know, like the whole dumb blonde kind of thing. Like that's how people saw me when my hair was blonde. Now with my natural hair, I don't get approached by guys. Like I'm being dead ass. Like I don't get approached. I get taken a lot more seriously, and it's so weird because it was like all just my hair color that changed. Like really nothing else changed about me. But I don't know what like the psychological reason is why guys do that, but I can promise you like you'll just see like such a change in the way that you get approached like once you go from having light hair to dark. It's the craziest thing ever. And I thought it was something that I was doing. I was like, am I, like before I got a boyfriend, I was like, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I just not attractive anymore? Like, do I look mean? But I'm pretty sure it was literally just because my hair was blonde and I looked more approachable. I don't know. If anybody knows the science behind this, I would actually really, really want to know.
I counted 20 times she said the word like. If you want to count for yourself and prove me wrong, go ahead. Oh my god, like blonde girl, like stereotype, like it's almost like crazy. How do you know the type of men that approach you when you were like a blonde, like girl was like the worst type of men? You got that from just talking to them at a bar, or you dealt with them, and if you did, with how many of them, and of course why? And by why I mean, why do you speak like that?
Right?
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.